All right, NK24 here on what day is it? Day 9, actually, on the Wealth Creation Challenge. Okay, so yesterday we spoke about having a target. So this step here is more about investing in yourself. So we go deeper into what does investing in yourself entail. So the first thing that it entails is choosing a target. You need to choose a target as to what is it that you want to improve in yourself. It could be a skill, could be whatever it is. Hey, once you have a target, then the following step after that is you need to choose the right source. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, you need to choose the right source. And what do I mean? A source is very important, is very relevant in the sciences field, but we want to make this very sort of uh, easy for the everyday person. So when I say source, I mean as in where is the information you're operating on, is where is it coming from? All right. Is it from a reliable source or is it from an unreliable source? Okay. So, for example, if someone who is not a millionaire, let's say someone who is struggling or even homeless, someone homeless who's never had money says to you, money doesn't make you happy. Is that a reliable source? No, it's not. All right. Okay. So it's where we get our information. And this was the biggest problem with me because I thought just because the information is good or the person seems to have it together, they must be credible. But then I found that many people have got data which is really, really good, but once you apply it on a practical level, it just doesn't work. It just falls apart. And so that is what happened with me. So I jumped from one personal development speaker to the next, to the next, to the next, and their strategies never worked on a long term basis. But I also have myself to blame as well that I didn't follow through with the information. There was just too many conflicting data. And also another thing as well is that we are sort of given this information even in our conditioning, and I've got this rule now where if everyone knows it, there's something wrong, especially in the realm of money. So we're talking about money, wealth creation, and we are still in the phase of stacking money. So we're really talking about. So we need to look at the importance of choosing the right source. I've just explained it to you. Taking information from the wrong source can really mislead you down for many many years. It could also just keep you average. All right, it's really really important that you get information from the right source so that you can go to step number 2 here, which is you'll understand the value of standing on someone's shoulders. I used to work in an e-commerce company, and the owner for that company would always say that is that I've got the benefit of the value. I always stand on someone's shoulders so I can see further on. So that means if I've done something, you know and I share it with you, then you are literally standing on my shoulders because you get to see further and you don't have to make the same mistakes I did. And that's the value of it. And this thing of experience is the best teacher, it is true to a certain extent, but it's a double-edged sword because if the experience turned ugly, there's a good chance that you are going to shy away from that. All right. So, for example, if you started a business and it grew very fast and the wheels came apart and you ended up in debt, most likely you are going to be like, no, I don't want to do that again because it was so painful. And I see so many people by that they preach that experience is the best teacher, but they get spanked badly and they never want to do that again. So so sometimes it's much better to stand on someone's shoulders, learn from a wise person learns from other people's mistakes. So that is the key here. All right. Okay, and then now a guideline here of actually choosing the right source. The reason why I wrote this guideline here is because we live in an information age where information just comes to us, and we don't know how to filter out information, and sometimes it really stops us in our tracks from even progressing in whatever we're trying to achieve. Here we're trying to achieve money, and so there are too many things about money. They're saying you need to save money. Well, that's the wrong information, because the banks want you to save money so they can borrow it out and make more money. They want you to borrow the money actually, so they make a bigger rate on you. So there's just so much wrong information out there, that the guideline is really important, so you're able to filter out the information. And that's where the target comes in, because now you are very focused on what information you want to really get. So the first step and that is that, once you have once you've chosen a target, and then now it's time to pick the whatever, whoever, it's time to choose now. Where are you going to get the source from? Okay, so if you choose a person who's got that information, the first thing you need to actually tick is, do they have a proven track record? Meaning, are they successful in what they are teaching? All right. So I'm chasing wealth. So I'm looking at people who are billionaires, not just millionaires. I'm looking at people who are billionaires, and because they've done it. All right. So there's value in listening to someone who's done it. And now the question is, do I have a proven track record? Why should you listen to me? Well, I'm just getting started the journey, and I'm just sharing my journey. And I can guarantee you, 5 years, 10 years down the line, I'll be more credible than I am right now. So it's really important that you actually choose a credible source with a proven track record. Another thing as well, longevity. Has this person being successful in that career, or whatever it is, the skill that they're teaching, in 20 to 30 plus years? You know, we hear so many quick things now telling us about forex and all of that. You know, people do make money on that, but they talk about you can make money in 30 days, you can make 1 million in 1 month and 2 months and 3 months. Yet I personally, now I look at Amazon. Like, I look at Amazon. Amazon is what, about 25 years old. All right. So that's a company that literally has gone through the cycles of 25 years of success. Warren Buffett, he's been at this for more than 40 years being successful. There's just so many people, that who have just, not just because they say that it's easy to be successful, but the hard part is staying there, because getting there has an element of luck sometimes. To repeat it, that's another story, and that's why longevity is really important. So be wary of people who offer quick shortcuts to get to where you want to get to, and very quick like that. No, it doesn't work. It takes time, takes persistence, it takes, yeah. All right, and they will tell you, by the way, and then they are simple, in terms of they give you simple steps. It's never sophisticated, it's always simple. It's a step by step. The person I'm following on achieving wealth puts it very simple: invest in yourself, build a business, or have a job, build something that's like a business, invest money in yourself. Once you start making more money, then you put it away, and then once you have enough, then invest in real estate, and just repeat the process. That's simple. All right, it's simple. Yes, there may be some technicalities in between, but that's what investing in yourself covers. It covers you to the in betweens. Right. Another thing as well is, this person must have information that you can access, because you need to research their timeline from when they began. So let's say you've chosen them. You have to be able to research, what were they like when they started? What were they like when they were growing? What were they like when they first made their first success? And how did they maintain it? And how have they changed now? Now, this is the biggest pitfall for all of us. For me, it was. I researched the timeline of a person. Okay, actually, I'm lying. I didn't research a person's timeline. I just looked at their success right now, and then what I did was applied this one. Yeah, the last one is apply correctly. Now these two here at the bottom go hand in hand, because once you've researched a person, what they did in the beginning, because it's most likely that where they are now, they are talking about something different than they did in the beginning. Like, I know the famous one is Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs said money doesn't matter. He was saying that when he was successful, but before that, he would do whatever to get money. Whatever. The guy was relentless, and he was really crazy, and he wanted to get money. He even borrowed money from Microsoft, his bitter rival, Microsoft, to keep his deal in play. So that's really important, because if you research a person's timeline, and then applying correctly means you look at their timeline and you look at you. If you are beginning in the start of your career, or whatever, the business or the skill, look at what they did in the beginning. Don't try and apply what they are doing now that they're successful, and try to apply it where you are now. There's just too many factors that you don't see at all. They've got a team, they've got money. You don't have a team, you don't have money. I don't have a team, I don't have money. But then if I look back at what they did in the beginning when they were just like me, it gives me clarity as to, oh, okay, I need to start off like this. And then once things start to change, you start to look at how they made the transition, and that helps you to apply the correct information at different points, because there's a condition for everything. And if you apply the wrong action on the wrong condition, so for example, if you are in hospital and you got hit by a car and you're unconscious, all right, or the doctor needs to know your condition first. If he applies the wrong thing on you, you might die, or you might not recover. So it's important to know the condition you're in, and researching a person's timeline, looking at that information, is really important. So if you start making cash flow every single month, start making money. Is saving a good idea? Is it? Depends on your goals. But in the beginning, is saving a good idea? No, saving is not a good idea, because you need to be investing money in yourself so you increase the income. Because if you save the money, then you won't have money to invest. Your income will stay the same. So it's really important to look at the source, look at the timeline of that person or that information, and apply it according to where you are in your life. So that's really, really important. Don't get it mixed up. Choose the right source, and then follow these guidelines here, and try to learn from their mistakes, and just do it, man. Just apply the correct information according to where you are now, and trust me, you are gonna actually move forward. I know it with me, and it's really amazing. I know for me right now, even I'm doing YouTube videos, I'm still in the beginning phases of it. The first thing I looked at many people's videos, and looked at how many videos do they have, especially people who've been doing it for a long time, and have got a lot of subscribers. They've got 1,000 plus videos. All right. So I know I will get to a point where I start to evolve. But the first, I need to just keep doing it, and doing it, and doing it, and doing it, and doing it, until something changes. All right. Okay. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining today. We'll see you tomorrow in day 10 in the Wealth Creation Challenge. If you have any questions or want clarity, please comment below, or click on the subscribe button. Otherwise, we're going to talk tomorrow again, going deeper on investing in yourself. NK24 out.